Hey, Bayek, it's me, and in today's video, well, I'm now at the end of the Vincent Price, Roger Corman 6 Gothic Tales Arrow box set. And it is the final film, The Tomb of Ligeia, from 1964. What a film again. This has been a great collection, and we'll get into this. Right. This is 81 minutes long. It's not very long, as usual, with Roger Corman. He gets on with it, as they say. No messing about there, lad. And then on Rotten Tomatoes, it's got 89%. Yeah, wow. Amazing. I think all these have a very high standard. Definitely. All these films have been superb. And this, well, it's a great way to end the films. Now, the screenplay is by Roger Town. Town, yes. And I'm thinking, who's he? Well, actually, he had a really great career. Chinatown, 1974, he was. Screenplay writer. Shampoo, yes, Shampoo. That's from 1973. He was a screenplay writer for that. That's Julie Christie's in that. I always mention Julie Christie, she's in that. Then quite a famous film as well, The Firm, 1993, and he has been involved in writing 2 of the Mission Impossible films, the one in 1996 and the one in 2000. Well, you can't say it's better than that, but it was really adapted from this short story, again, of Poe from 1838 called Ligeia. Yeah, that's it. So we've got another very loose adaptation, and he took it in various ways, various areas. And I say it's directed as usual by Roger Corman. Now, he'd come over to England. Yes, here he is in good old Blighty, producing a film that looks maybe a little bit different from some of the previous ones. The cinematography has certainly added to that, I think, in the sort of widescreen look about this. And the locations, yes, there's more location on here. It's more colourful in many ways. Yes. Yes. We'll quickly have a look at the cast. Cast. Vincent Price, he plays Verdenfell. It's Vincent Price, everybody. Yeah, he's been so good. He's just fantastic. Then we've got Elizabeth Shepherd playing Rowena and Ligeia. And she's great. I think she looks great. She acts great. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. Gives a great performance playing these 2 characters as well, which is always good sign when you see that in an actress. Most famous film I could see that she was involved in was Damien, Omen 2, which is a favourite of mine from 1978. Wow. Then we've got John Westbrook playing Christopher. Films that he was more that I've looked at. Room at the Top, 1959. And right at the end, a very interesting film, North Sea Hijack from 1980. That's a very good sort of action film, that. Derek Francis then plays Lord Trevelyan, and immediately you recognise his face, yes. They always have these faces that you recognise. Now, we've got Hammer connections. He was in Captain Clegg, 1962, reviews that. It was in Rasputin, the Mad Monk, from 1966. And he was in Doctor Who. Yes, we've got a Doctor Who connection. He was in the wonderful The Romans from 1965, a great William Hartnell story. Yes, brilliant. First Doctor story, you can't say better than that. And then, to top it all, he's in a series of Carry On films, starting with Carry On Doctor 1967, Carry On Camping 1969, Carry On Loving 1970, Carry On Henry 1971, Carry On Matron 1972, and finally Carry On Abroad 1972. And lots more things. That's why his face is so recognisable. Then we've got Oliver Johnson playing Kenrick. Now, he was most notable film was the Dr. Crippen film. Yes, that is an amazing film about this killer, biographical story. Excellent. And then a film that I remember from my childhood as well. He was in Three Lives of Thomasina, 1963. It's a Disney one. It's one of those funny Disney ones that you just remember. As a child, I remember that one. And then we have got Richard Vernon playing Dr. Vivian. Again, a face you think, hey, I recognise that face. Well, Village of the Damned. Brilliant film, 1960. The Servant. Here we are again. I'm always referencing The Servant. 1963. Goldfinger. 1964. And The Satanic Rites of Dracula. 1973. Fantastic to have a Hammer connection, as we love having on this show. Yes. Then we've got another face that you think, oh, I might recognise that. Well, I'll tell you, it's Frank Thornton playing Pepper, the butler. Butler. Now, he was in Carry On Screaming. Yes, but of course he's well known to all you comedy fans as Captain Peacock from Are You Being Served, which ran from 1972 to 1985. He was Captain Peacock and then carried on even into other things. Grace and Favour, I know, and right at the end of his career in Last of the Summer Wine. But there he is, yes. Now, a few more things. The location, which I've mentioned, is so important in this film. It just adds extra something, which is great English location. And the main sort of abbey, he lives in an abbey. Well, why not? Why wouldn't you? Anyhow, it is from Castleacre Priory, which is from the village of Castleacre in Norfolk. And it's a fantastic location. Wow, I absolutely love it. These ruins, but they make it into the abbey, and as usual, Roger Corman is able to combine everything so well. And, oh, wow. I absolutely love it. And it really, you see it in the film, you think, wow, this film is really, wow, it looks good. It looks fantastic. It does. And that's with this. So you're saying, hey, Mike, what's the film about? Well, it's really, the story is centered on Vernon Fell. Vincent Price playing wonderfully as Vincent Price does. I love it also when he has these glasses on. It makes him look kind of sort of sinister a bit with his glasses on. And then to do with his eyesight and everything. Fantastic. Anyhow, he's haunted by the spirit of his dead wife, Ligeia. Yes, well, why wouldn't you be? Oh, crikey, don't talk to me about that. Yeah, well, there we are. So what has happened is that he meets another lady, and it's Rowena. And he, as you do, he falls in love and says, hey, Bayek, we'll get married. So they get married. And, of course, that's not the end of it, because we get the feeling then that the spirit of Ligeia, which is also seen in the Black Cat, is not happy with this. And we get the film develops the story of what happens, how all these events start happening, and it seems to suggest that perhaps Ligeia is not dead, or is she, or injured? And it's just amazing, the atmosphere, and you get all sorts of interesting things you could talk about. Mesmerism. Yes, we get to talk about that and about the soul again. We've had this before in Poe sort of adaptions in previous films. And we've even got, dare I say it, necrophilia suggestions as well. Hey, oh, we better not go down there. So we've got that. And we've got other things thrown in. I love all where they're throwing things. Egyptianology. You've got the cats, you've got the statues and things, all that sort of Egyptianology stuff, which all plays into this tale so well. And it works well. You can't really argue that this film doesn't work, because it does. It's very enjoyable, and all the actors perform so well, and you just get a great time. As usual, you get a flashback dream sequence, as you do, and you get the fire at the end, which he pinches from previous films. But why not? He's trying to save money, isn't he? Yes. But it all works well, and it's such an enjoyable time, and I really enjoyed doing all these films. And this is a great way to end. It really is. And you can't help but marvel at Vincent Price, can you? I mean, he's playing perhaps a slightly younger character, which they've done in this film. And he's still great. He just, everything he touches and does is fantastic. I can't help but admire him so much. As an actor, you just, it's fantastic. One of the great actors, like Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee. Yes. Anyhow, that's it. Just before I go, as we say, here's the box set. A final one, highly recommended. This is on Arrow Video, though it's gone up, I'm showing price now. But if you can get it on sale, next Arrow Video sale, which I'm sure there is one before end of year, then go for it. Well worth it. You'll have so much enjoyment with this. Yeah. That's it. Yes, that's it. So that's the end of my review. That's the end of my series of looking up these brilliant films. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, as they say, and you'll see what else I produce, all these other film reviews, videos, bits and pieces, all sorts of things. You just look at the channel, see what you think. I'll press you one thing. And if you like this, please give it a like, because it helps with algorithms and all that kind of stuff, which you can't say fairer than that, can you? Because it all costs note. And it means people might actually see some of my videos, or perhaps they don't all want to. I don't know. And if you've got any comments, please put those comments down. Put them down, and I love them. Please, I love to read your comments. Yeah, bye. That's it. All I gotta say is, I'll see thee again.